Lucy, Anna and Valentin make it back to the cabin and take cover. From outside, a shot is fired through the window and hits the couch. Valentin and Anna grab their guns, and they tell Lucy to go. As Lucy flees, the door is kicked in and Anna and Valentin fire their guns. Anna and Valentin are taken captive and Victor is told it's clear for him to come in. Victor enters and tells his son, "Valentin, you're alive, but for how long?" Victor asks his associate if there is any sign of Lucy, but he says there isn't and there is an open window in the bedroom. Victor says no matter, he'll deal with her later. He orders Valentin to give him the Ice Princess necklace, the real one. Valentin says last he heard it was destroyed. Victor lashes out at Valentin for rejecting him, lying to him, and siding with his enemies. Victor says he even faked his own death, and he spent weeks mourning him. He sees he should kill him right now, but he's giving him one more chance to step up as a Cassadine and give him the necklace. Valentin again claims he doesn't have it, so Victor orders one of his men to break Anna's neck. Valentin caves and hands over the necklace. Victor says it devastates him that his son has turned on him, but fortunately he's found a new heir apparent. He draws his gun and points it at Valentin, telling him his betrayal broke his heart, but shifts his aim and shoots Anna in the chest. Backstage at the nurses' ball, Brooklyn finds Link trying to smooth-talk Joss into considering making him her manager. Brooklyn bumps into Link and spills a glass of water all over him. She tells Link she's so sorry, and then informs Joss her mom is looking for her. Joss leaves and Link grabs Brooklyn and asks what that was. He says she is coming close to violating their agreement, but Brooklyn says she said nothing to her about him. He says he's going to track down Joss and departs. Backstage at the nurses' ball, Brooklyn finds Link trying to smooth-talk Joss into considering making him her manager. Brooklyn bumps into Link and spills a glass of water all over him. She tells Link she's so sorry, and then informs Joss her mom is looking for her. Joss leaves and Link grabs Brooklyn and asks what that was. He says she is coming close to violating their agreement, but Brooklyn says she said nothing to her about him. He says he's going to track down Joss and departs. Cody chats with Sasha and asks how things between her and Gladys are after the incident with the garage. Sasha tells him that Gladys had good reasons for what she did, and she sold it to give them closure. Gladys listens in, and Cody asks that she even knows who the new owner is. Sasha doesn't. Gladys soon interrupts before Cody can say any more. She tells him that Dante was asking for him. After Cody leaves, Gladys warns Sasha that she's heard things about Cody and that he's not a reliable character. Cody returns to Dante and Sam's table and asks why Dante needs to see him. Dante is confused and he says Gladys said he was looking for him. Sam wonders why she'd say that. Portia joins Liz and Finn. She wants to talk to Trina, but she doesn't want to put a damper on her evening. Liz believes it will blow over in time. Jordan chats with Mac about Eileen, who died in a fall and didn't drown. She suggests they start by talking to Victor. Dion introduces the next act, Danielle Ponder, who sings her hit song, Someone Like You. Backstage, Carly meets Danielle and tells her how amazing she is. She asks how she managed to leave her law career and follow her dream. Danielle says she couldn't do both, and she couldn't drop her love for music, so she took a chance and trusted her instincts. Gladys continues to tell Sasha that Maxie told her Cody was seeing Britt, but she dumped him over some necklace. She would hate to see Cody take advantage of her for her money. Spencer picks an argument with Dex at the bar, thinking he isn't being paid to drink on the job. He tells Dex as an employee he should get to work protecting his Uncle Sonny. Trina and Joss appear and overhear, and Trina asks Spencer what he is doing. Dex leaves, and Trina asks Spencer how he could talk to Dex that way. She hates when he acts like an ugly, entitled jerk, and lauds his privilege around. She thought he was done with that, but she guesses she was wrong about him. Trina storms off, and Joss tells Spencer since he's returned he's brought nothing but misery to all of them. She suggests he do them all a favor and go back to Europe. Backstage, Sonny tells Bobby that he wants to start a nurse's scholarship program in Epiphany's name, so he wants to up his donation to the ball in Stone's name. Bobby says she will never be okay with how he treated Carly, but she can't deny Sonny has his moments, and Stone would be proud of him. Back in the ballroom, Dex finds Cody and tells him it's time. Meanwhile, Finn takes to the stage and introduces the next act, his brother Chase and Blaze. After Blaze and Chase perform, Link gets on stage and takes Blaze's hand and introduces his latest talent. Suddenly, Brooke Lynn rushes to the stage and tells him to get his hands off her and calls him a disgusting creep. Brooke Lynn announces this man deserves none of the credit for Blaze and exposes him as a lech who stole her songs, held her career hostage, and forced her to sleep with him. She calls him a sexual predator. Link rebuttals that these are lies and nobody will back her up. He calls Brooke Lynn a has-been, who is making up stories about him out of desperation. Blaze cries she's not a liar, and Link is a predator and has been holding her career hostage. She cries everything Brooke Lynn said about him is true. Chase tells Link to get off the stage, but he reminds Chase he's not a cop. Dante says he is and ejects Link for being a public disturbance. Brooke Lynn announces this man deserves none of the credit for Blaze and exposes him as a lech who stole her songs, held her career hostage, and forced her to sleep with him. She calls him a sexual predator. Link rebuttals that these are lies and nobody will back her up. He calls Brooke Lynn a has-been, who is making up stories about him out of desperation. Blaze cries she's not a liar, and Link is a predator and has been holding her career hostage. She cries everything Brooke Lynn said about him is true. Chase tells Link to get off the stage, but he reminds Chase he's not a cop. Dante says he is and ejects Link for being a public disturbance. Backstage, Glavy sneaks around and hears Cody and Dex talking about their upcoming performance. She sneaks into the dressing room, finds Cody's tux on the rack, and plants her bracelet in it. In the garage, Ambrose places an unconscious Obrecht in the trunk of a car. On the next General Hospital, Laura is suspicious, Spencer gets a shock, and an arrest is made.